Hey guys, how you doing? MMPR Fan 94 here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing another top 10 video. I hope you enjoyed my top 10 Morphers video and my top 10 Megazords video. So today I'm very big in Lightning Collection. I've done a few reviews on my channel, so I hope you enjoyed them. So today I'm going to do a top 15 Lightning Collection figures. Now this is just going to be the Rangers. It's not going to be any of the villains. So I'm going to make a start, so I hope you enjoy this video, guys. So I might get a bit of flack for this, but my number 15, and this was a really hard list to make. I really struggled, but I come to the conclusion, and my number 15, and this was a hard decision to make because this is one of my all-time favourite Rangers and my all-time favourite actors, but unfortunately I've put MMPR Red at number 15. I would have put it higher on my list, but I just think there are better Rangers and better design Rangers out there. But so I have put him at the bottom of my list. And I think the main reason why I have put him so far down is because they made a big mistake with the helmet. As you can see, the silver doesn't go the whole way around. The silver doesn't go the whole way around the helmet. And that is my reasoning for giving it 15. I don't like putting it 15, but it's just because they made such a bad mistake with the silver around the helmet. I wanted to put it higher, but at least it's on the list. So number 15 is MMPR Red. Didn't want to put it 15th, but at least it's on the list. It's definitely one of my favourite figures. So there's definitely better on my list. So MMPR Red is number 15. Right, number 14, guys, and I'll probably get a lot of flack for having this 14th too, but there's two reasons why this is on my list. I'll tell you now, all my MMPR figures at the bottom of this list, because I generally think there is nicer figures that I have. So I've decided to put green 14th, and I have two reasons why it's 14th on my list. One is they got the helmet wrong. As you can see there, it's all silver, when really it should be silver and white. The helmet does look good, and the shield is okay, but the two problems with it is, as I said there, is the teeth on the helmet are silver when it should be silver and white. And the main reason why this is 14th is no diamond in the middle of the chest, which to me Hasbro is, I don't know why you did this whenever you done it with the Fighting Spirit figure, but this is why it's 14th on my list. Don't get me wrong, guys, I love this figure, it's fantastic, but I have decided to put all my MMPR figures at the bottom of my list because they're nice figures, but I do generally believe there's nicer figures. There's a few MMPR that are really high on the list, but the core season 1 figures are at the bottom of my list, just because I felt that there are nicer figures that I have that deserve to be higher. So MMPR green. I see him with my MMPR red. It's I love the figure, it's fantastic, but those two reasons why it's 14th on the list. Right, my next one is two figures because I couldn't decide between the two of them, so is MMPR pink and MMPR yellow. I just couldn't decide between the two, so I put them both tied on 13. Now this is the 2-pack version. Of course, as you can see, the proper one is there, but I don't like moving it because the arrow tends to fall down a while, so I've just decided to use the 2-pack for the video. I just put these two 14th, 15th, 13th, sorry. And they are nice, I do like them, but I just thought I'd put them 13th. I couldn't decide between the two of them, and I wanted all my MMPR figures on the list. So they look good, they're perfect. They really are perfect, I just feel there's better figures on the list. Right, next on my list, number 12, I'm going for MMPR Blue. and I just chose this one because I think it's just a nice shade of blue. The weapon's nice, and that's the whole reason why it's higher than red and green, is because there's no mistakes with it. The helmet's nice. The only downside is there's a bit of rubber on the staff, and it does look as if it's bent. So, you know, for example, I don't really like that there, so that's why I have decided to put it at number 12 on my list. I don't like putting MMPR so far down my list, but as I keep saying, there is ones that are higher on the list that deserve to be there. So I just wanted them on my list because they deserve to be on it, but there is higher. Personally, to me, there is higher figures. MMPR Blue, guys, number 12. Right, so number 11 is, now I put this here for two reasons. I might get a bit of flack again for putting this higher than MMPR Green, which is the Fighting Spirit Green Ranger. Now I think this model is absolutely fantastic. It comes with Sword of Darkness, comes with a Dragon Dagger, it has the Fighting Spirit Silver. But the reason why this is higher than the MMPR Green is they got the head right with the silver and white on the teeth, and they got the diamond. You see, guys? So that is why I've picked this number 11 on my list. It's a great figure. I definitely recommend getting it. They got 100% accurate to the White Ranger on Dino Thunder. You see, even the Morpher's white. So it's brilliant. I do recommend getting it. But this is why it's higher than the rest of my MMPR figures. So I will now move on to my top 10. Originally this video was going to be a top 10, but I just couldn't do it. I had to make a top 15 because it was so hard. I love all of my Lightning figures, but to make a list, it was really difficult. But I managed to get my top 15. So I really hope you do enjoy this list, guys. So I will now move on and I will do number 10. Right, guys, number 10. Now, this was a bit of a difficult one. You see, I got In Space. It is an In Space figure. I have In Space Red, I have In Space Pink, I have In Space Yellow, and I have In Space Black. But I've come to the conclusion that I have chose out of the four. I will be bringing up Space in my honourable mentions, but for my list, I have picked In Space Black. I just think this is a fantastic figure. They've got the white nice, the black is lovely, the lance is cool, and there's no quality control issues with it, and it's just absolutely fantastic. And I've got very lucky with my space figures, just absolutely fantastic, just great. So I have decided to pick In Space Black for number 10. I just think it's such a quality figure. Oh, absolutely fantastic. Amazing. Right, I shall move on to number 9. Right, number 9, guys, is also a personal favourite of mine, and it's from a personal favourite show of mine. Number 3 on my list is Lost Galaxy Red. Now this is the figure from the 2-pack, not the single release. As you can see, I've got his Quasar Super. That's how you know. But I've picked this as my number 9. I just think the Lost Galaxy figures are real quality, and I like the details on it. And I say there's no quality. Well, there's a wee blip on the paint, but it's nothing really noticeable. And the Quasar Saber, just the design and the detail on the Quasar Saber, I absolutely love that. So that's why I've chose Lost Galaxy Red as 9. I'm basing this on the detail of the figure, if there's much mistakes on it and just how cool it looks. I'm not really doing it on my favourite Ranger or my favourite season. I'm doing it on the quality and the look of the figure itself and the design and how cool it looks. So there's Lost Galaxy Red. So he is number 9 on my list, guys. Right, guys, my number 8 is going to be Lost Galaxy. CO Yellow. I got this figure last week and I have to say she is a beauty. Complete beauty. Now I haven't included, there will be more Zeo later on my list, but I like this one because it's accurate. Again, the baton isn't, but I'm going to fix that. The blaster and the holster. Her weapons could have been better, but I just think the design on the yellow's nice, and they have the white around the visor, so. And I like the gold design on the figure, so Zeo's class, and I'll talk more about Zeo when I do honourable mentions. So that's Zeo Yellow. It's number 8. So very good. Right, number 7, guys, and this is the only core Mighty Morphin Power Rangers figure that I have selected in my top 10. Now I say core because there will be another MMPR figure later on my list, but I'm not going to say what. But it's MMPR Black. I had to pick MMPR Black because the quality in this figure, the black's nice, the axe is fantastic, the helmet is perfect, I think. They got the white and all right, and okay, there's a wee scuff on mine, but it's the tiniest wee mark. But for by that there, that's just on my figure. The rest are probably alright. But I just love the design of the Black Ranger, just the colour. This is definitely my favourite, this MMPR Ranger. MMPR Red would be right up here with it, but because of the mistake on the helmet, I had to put it last. I don't like putting it last, but out of the core MMPR figures, I have chose Black number 7. Which is a good quality figure. I do like it. It's fantastic. So that's number 7, guys. So I'm going to move on and do number 6. So we're nearly at my top 5. Right, so just missing out on my top 5 is Zeo Red. Right, as you know, Zeo is one of my favourite seasons. It really is. And I have come to the conclusion of picking Zeo 5 Red number 6. I love the weapon, and again they've got the visor right with the white. They've got the visor right with the white ring star, which is good. And it's overall the quality, the red's nice, and you know, absolutely brilliant. I wanted to put it higher, but I just couldn't, and you'll see why for what I've set it for my top 5, and I think you'll agree. I think you'll agree with my top 5 and why I've chosen them as my top 5. So there you are. Zeo Ranger 5 Red has made number 6. I'm sorry, bud. You've just missed out in the top 5, but it is what it is. I love Zeo, but there's just 5 more that I love more. Right, so we're now in my top 5, and I have to admit my top 5 was quite easy. Well, number 1 was very easy, and you'll definitely agree. But number 5, I have chosen Ninja Black. It's such a sweet figure. I even had a look at this earlier to check for any quality control issues or anything, and it is just unbelievable. The frog logo, the mask, even the eyes are so cool. And just overall, it's just such a cool figure, which is why I've chosen it my top 5. It's absolutely amazing. I wanted to put it higher, but I just couldn't. Oh, just well done Hasbro for the ninja figures, seriously. I just think the black looks so cool. It looks like a proper ninja. It's really cool. It does have 2 heads. If you want to see my review of this, go onto my channel. I'll put a link in the description so you can go and check it out. I just put it up last week. So Ninja Black is number 5 on my list. Right, so this is the last of my Mighty Morphin figures. Now, I had this 3rd initially, but then I forgot the figure and I bumped it to 4th. And you'll see what 3rd is. So number 4 is, the MMPR White is not really my favourite Ranger of all time, but the figure is just fantastic. I just had to put it 4th. I just had to. Just the helmet's perfect, the shield's perfect, the belt, just everything. Even Saba is absolutely perfect. this, I just had to put it, I mean, that's what I'm saying, I had it a third, but then there was a figure that I forgot to put in, and you'll see why. But I'm sorry, White Ranger, but you had to go fourth. Wanted to pick you higher, but I just couldn't. So, just look at that helmet, oh my goodness. It definitely got Tommy right. This is Wave 1. This is one of the first figures we ever got in the Lightning Collection line. I just love these figures so much. So MMPR White is my number 4. I wanted to put it higher, but 4th place. So there you are, guys. I'll now move on to 3. So when I was choosing my list, when I got to 3, as I said, I put MMPR White, and then I remembered, oh, there's a figure I forgot. And definitely I have this figure down here, and I had to put it number 3. So I bumped MMPR White down to 4, which I said a minute ago, and number 3 is the Magna Defender. Oh yeah, oh, I so had to put the Magna Defender. I so the Magna Defender, absolutely super. But you know what I'm going to do? I have made a mistake here, so I'm going to include another figure, top 3. I'm going to put a joint with the Magna Defender because I made a mistake and I meant to put this on my list. So give me 2 seconds, guys. So guys, I meant to put this figure in my top 5 and I totally forgot. So to save me rewriting the list, I'm just going to put it joint with Magna Defender. Shadow Ranger. I just cannot leave Shadow Ranger out of my list. I can't believe I must have written about 4 to 5 lists before I came to my final conclusion. And by mistake, I left the Shadow Ranger out. So I'm going to put Magna Defender and Shadow Ranger joint 3rd. Because and also funny, I got these 2 at the same time for Christmas and I was 2019, and my cousin Gary got me these for Christmas, and it's just so good. So I've included Shadow Ranger joint 3rd with the Magna Defender because they are so cool. And you can see how badass they are. Badass swords and just Doggy Kruger. Great. So joint 3rd. I forgot Doggy Kruger, so I had to include him. So joint 3rd. Right guys, we're nearly at the end. Number two. Anybody want to take a guess on what number 2 is going to be? But number 2 is going to be real simple. I'm not done with Zeo. So simply, my number 2 is Zeo Gold. Oh, this is such a good figure. I just love the gold on it, the design and the shield, the power staff, even the helmet. Oh, just all over. There's nothing wrong with this figure. It's just perfect. And there's just one more figure that is just so cool that I had to pick at number 1. Just absolutely super. Zeo Gold. Absolutely magic. Of course, I love the fact that he was Jason as well. So I suppose it makes up for putting Jason 15th on my list because I was putting Gold 2nd. So again, apologise for putting an MMPR fan, or that's me, whoops, MMPR Red 15th on the list. But I've explained why I put all the MMPR down the bottom of the list. There you are, Zeo Gold. He's my number 2, so I'll now move on to honorary mentions. Right, so honorary mentions are the Zeo team, so I'm just going to show the rest of the Zeo Rangers quickly because I love the Zeo Rangers. Collectively as a team, they are fantastic. So honorary mentions is Zeo Pink, Zeo Green, Zeo Blue, which now has his tonfas, which makes him look more badass instead of the baton, so that's pretty cool. And okay, that's the rest of the Zeo. Of course, you've already seen yellow and red and gold, which is on my top 15. And then I'm going to show you the in Space Rangers, because they deserve an honorary mention too. in space yellow, in space pink, what else? Oh yes, space red. I didn't like leaving him out of the top 15, but I chose black over the rest. But that's why I put them in honorary mentions. And Lost Galaxy Blue, putting him in honorary mentions too because he's such a cool figure. He is perfect in every way. Even his head sculpt Kai looks like Archie Ko. I've said the actor's name wrong there, but I think that's what it says. But Kai, look at that, Kai Chen, just so cool. Again, the Quasar Saber, super. So what else am I doing for honorary mentions? Also, Time Force. I had to include Time Force because Pro Wes is still on his own. We have had no Time Force red figures released yet, so unfortunately he's on his own. So I didn't include him in the top 15, but he's an honourable mentions because he deserves it. He's still on his own, but hopefully Wes will get some figures soon. Hopefully tomorrow there's going to be a video of releasing, so hopefully you'll get a teammate soon. And Dino Thunder. Dino Thunder Red and Dino Thunder Blue. And these are not on my list because the morphers aren't painted and the visors are wrong. But at least the visors being wrong are inconsistent. And let me see, you can't see the Blue Ranger morpher, but it's white when it should be blue, which is kind of crap, but they are cool figures and that's why I put them in honorary mentions, which is absolutely fantastic. So I think that's all for my honorary mentions, guys. Now for my number one. Right, my number one Lightning Collection Ranger figure is simply, and this was a no-brainer. Even before I started my list, I knew this would be number one, and I have to put it number one because it is so cool. Yes, they made a big mistake with it, with the visor, but Hasbro has corrected that, and of course I have the proper helmet. So my number one Lightning Collection figure is, I'll do a drum roll, Dino Thunder White. I just had to pick this. Yes, you can use this as a villain figure, but of course he turns good and I just have to have him with the rest of the Rangers. So Dino Thunder White. Just look at that figure, it's so cool. Even with the black outline and the helmet. If they hadn't have fixed the helmet, this would not be number one. But it's just so cool. It's such a cool looking figure. It's so good. Really is. The head sculpt looks like Trent. And just the black lining on the helmet makes it for me. The shield, just the design, just the boots, the weapon, everything. Just there's no mistakes on this whatsoever. Yes, there was a mistake initially in the factory, but the head has been replaced, as you can see. Well guys, this is going to conclude my top 15 Lightning Collection Ranger figure video. My next video is going to be the top 15 villains. That was an easier list to pick because I only have 15 villains. So, but Dino Thunder White is the champion. I just absolutely love it. It's so good. Just give it a close up before I conclude the video. Again, like my channel, guys, and before I end the video, I'm going to make a shout out. Rob Lane, he has been a supporter of my channel for about 6 months now. And at Christmas time he sent me the Tyrannosaurus Sentry, and he has now started his own YouTube channel. It is called Lightning Collector 2021. He's done a couple of shorts, he's done a video on his collection, and he has reviewed the In-Space Blue with the glider. So please check him out. I'll put a link in the description to his videos. Please check him out. His videos are good. He's just starting out, so please support him and check his videos and go and support him, because he supported me and my channel, and I really appreciate it, Rob. Cheers, man, for supporting me. So I'm now supporting you. So guys, I'll put the link in the description, and go check out his videos, please, because they're, I've enjoyed them. They're really good, so please go and check them out. So, because the White Ranger told you to, right? The White Danny Ranger is telling you, please go and watch Lightning Collector 2021's videos, or he'll attack you. Okay, so go and check out his videos. Keep it up, Rob. You're doing a great job, and I'm enjoying them too. So keep it up, man. Well, guys, I'm just going to conclude my video. Daniel Thunder White wins the top 15 Lightning Collection figures. It is so cool. So, again, like this channel, like this video. Let me know what you think. Please let me know what your top 15, top 10, even top 5 Lightning Collection figures are. Please let me know in the comments, because I'd like you guys to take part, and I want to read the comments and see what you think. So, like this channel, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and let me know what you think. So, I will see you guys around, and I'm going to record my top 15 villain display, or not villain display. See, I've been making videos for nearly 11 years, and I'm still making mistakes. It's crazy. I'm going to record my top 15 Lightning Collection villains right now, and I will see you guys again. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around. Bye.